Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? What's up? It's your boy, Matt Gill. Hello, welcome to a very, very special edition, a live edition of Not the News. This is the set of Not the News, aka my living room. And I want to first off just say thank you. What's up, Loretta? How you doing? I wanted to first off say thank you to so many of you guys that have been showing your love, showing your support for Not the News, that have been sharing your laughs, that have been sending me some memes, that have been sending me messages, not only here on Facebook, but on YouTube as well. How you doing, Karen? And I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you for your love, your support, for your laughs. And it's been kind of on my heart to do a lot of things. Obviously, with everything that's been going on, emotions have been everywhere. And I really had the time to check in. What's up, Elaine? And be able to check in with myself, check in with how am I feeling, check in with how things are going, how am I feeling at this moment in right now. And allowing myself to move from one emotion to the next emotion and not making either emotions wrong. And that was how this was birthed. That's how Not the News kind of came about. As a child, I created my IFC, my imaginary film crew, that followed me everywhere. And I would turn a pen or a pencil into a microphone and interview people. And so there's been this concept of being a news reporter, a news anchor in my head for such a long time. How you doing, Uncle Art? How you doing, Rachel? And so that's kind of where all these news broadcasts, if you go to my YouTube page, you'll see some other news reports that I did a long time ago. And Not the News was birthed out of creating a distraction, out of creating something that's disrupts what the normal posts were, to bring some happiness, to bring some joy, to create a community of love and create a community of support. And so that's where Not the News came from. That's where this concept came from. And I did one, and all of a sudden it kind of just took off, and it's been very well received. And I want to grow this. And I know that this is a platform for me to share my message and to share my impact. But I also understand that because I have that impact and I have that platform, I need to do something with it. And my heart has been really heavy for the last week and a half. And I know that there's much more that I can do. And that's where this edition is coming from. So first, this is a behind the scenes. That BTS, if you don't know what that is, that's behind the scenes. I want to show you guys what this looks like right here from the set. So this is normally where I would be sitting to film. How you doing? Brisa is on with us right now. Brisa, Jason, how you doing? Tracy, what's up, sis? Brisa is actually going to be on the next normal episode of Not the News. I was going to have her on this one, but then God just started talking to me, and I'm not here to impose my belief, but God was talking to me, Spirit was talking to me, the universe was talking to me, and I have to do more. Like I got to a point where I was so uncomfortable with where I was at, and I was getting antsy, and I have this beast of a coach who asked me a question that just sparked a fire underneath me, and it launched what this is, and it launched today's kind of behind the scenes, but also the conversation that I want to have with you. So first, let me just show you kind of the behind the scenes here. Let me show you what this looks like. So what's up, Jason? So this here is, again, my living room that has been converted into the set. This is my beach house, by the way, right here. So whenever I need to feel like I'm at the beach, since I can't go to the beach right now, I just look and stare out there. There's some notes. I've been doing some writing and some just brainstorming and mind dumping and writing in here. And I'm going to share with you some of this. And this right here is what got me to say, holy crap, I need to do something. What's at risk? And I'm going to get to that in a minute. But I wanted you guys to kind of just take a look at that. You know, I love production. I love putting things together. But I obviously with being in quarantine and kind of being stuck here, I had to use what I've got and I just want you to know that you can do your dreams, you can follow your dreams, and you don't have to have everything all together. I'm simply doing this on my iPhone. I do my editing on iMovie. This right here, all of the screens that you see and what I create is all done through Canva. So you see all the different, like this was last episode, all done through Canva. Simple, easy, there's no high technology. I connect it to my TV there so that you can see when I do Zoom sessions and I interview people, I just connect people in through Zoom. So I just wanted to show you kind of, and then this right here is my inspiration area. So if you haven't heard of any of these are called VisionWorks, and they are they're little stickies, like the Post-it notes that you could put around that have different messages. This one has messages of love. This one has messages of fitness. These are the two areas that I'm focusing on right now, is love and fitness. Love is really hard right now. Corona is making it quite difficult to date. I call it hashtag Corona blocking. Somebody type that in the chat, hashtag Corona blocking. But we're gonna make this work. But this is calling, sorry about that. And so this is my inspiration area, my book on faith, creating peace and faith. I have my music, I have my sound bowl. So anyway, this is kind of where I just come and like have my Zen moment. Ooh, look in my mirror. Thank you, I love the lights too. Like it brings me peace and calm. And so this is where I would normally shoot and normally do the episode. Jason says Brisa would stick those everywhere, right? This is where I would normally come and I would shoot the episode. And as I was talking to my coach, we were having a conversation about why I was doing this. And the reason why I created Not the News and why I wanted to was because I wanted something to bring joy to my life. I wanted a place where, one, I can dream. I could see my vision come to life. You guys see Edwin is here, y'all's favorite. His little twin is in the back as well. And so this time of quarantine allowed for me, how you doing, Kathy, Naima? Allowed for me the opportunity to put into action what's been in my heart and what's been in my heart and in my mind and in my visions for a long time. And I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for the success. I am going to be making a couple different changes to how I want to do and what I want to do with it. I want to invite you guys to be a part of it, more so as reporters and sharing your story and sharing some fun times. But I also understand that I have a responsibility as somebody that has influence of one, influence of 100, influence of 1,000, influence that has impacted the lives of millions. Somebody who has a story. I have to share what's on my heart. I have to share with where I'm at right now. And so one, I wanted to show you guys the behind the scenes. I actually stopped the production of this week's show earlier today and sat down, and I've been mapping out what's been in my heart. You know, the other day, Kathy, I want to say thank you for coming on and being with me as we were talking about grief, you know, through this moment. You know, we're dealing with grief in a lot of different ways. And we deal with grief in various ways, the different stages of grief. And I've gotten back to the step of acceptance. I've gotten back to the step of moving forward. And I realize that as I'm here, I am choosing to claim my victory. Like, I claim victory. I claim victory over this moment. I claim victory over this virus. I claim victory over the chatter. I claim victory over the negativity that's out in the world. I claim victory over the feelings that I'm having. I claim victory over health. I claim victory over not only for myself, but my community, my tribe. And I have a responsibility to share that victory with you. And Tracy says, that damn cheater. Yes. Lisa says, yes, so good. Like, we as a people, we as a community, we as a tribe need to come together and claim our victory over this. There is so much unknown. There is so much that we can't control over there, but we can claim victory over where we are and where we're going. And so I am choosing to claim victory over this moment. I realize that I've been given the opportunity to check back in with myself. I have been given the opportunity to, hold on, I'm going to send a message real quick. Because I wasn't planning on doing this on Facebook Live right now. And so my 5:30 appointment that I have, which was just to connect, was just sending me a message on where to link. So I've been given the opportunity to check back in with myself, as you have as well. Should you choose to take up that opportunity. And I've had an opportunity to really look at, who is Matt Gill? Who am I? Like, what do I truly believe? What do I really stand for in life? And what I realize, and those of you that know me know that I stand for love. I stand for unconditional love. Like, I know that I love because I serve a God who provides love for me, who provides love for humanity, who gives opportunity. And I believe that you don't have more access, or I don't have more access, or they don't have more access, or she doesn't have more access, or he doesn't have more access to love. I believe that we all have the same amount of access to love, should we choose to access it. Our experiences look very different. Our upbringing looks very different. Our economic background looks very different. Our cultural upbringings look very different. But we were all birthed with the same amount of love. And it's the experiences in life that blocks us from having access to that love. And so I am choosing, during this time of quarantine and as I move forward in my life, I'm choosing to claim my victory. I'm choosing to claim the knockdowns as a victory, because I'm learning something through that process. Not too long ago, I had a come to Jesus moment, like a real come to Jesus moment, just on faith, on my faith, on where I stand on faith. You see, I can love and I can claim my victory because I have faith. A year and a half ago, almost 2 years, a year and a half ago, for the first time the words faith and flow rolled off of my mouth. And when I said it, I was like, wow. Like it moved every cell, every vibration in my body. Because I know that the only way that I can be me, the only way that I can serve, the only way that I can love is through faith. I serve a God of love, and I can serve Him because I have faith. I have faith in this journey. I have faith in where I'm at. And I believe that right now, in this time, in these days, in this situation, we as people need to be connected to our faith more than ever. Whatever your faith is. You can call it God, you can call it Allah, you could call it universe, you could call it whatever that is for you. We have to tap into our faith right now. This list that I started writing, when I started writing down what's at risk, what am I risking by choosing to be silent? What am I risking by not sharing my message? What's at risk? I'm hearing stories after stories of people in hurt. People going down this pathway of being depressed, of being locked in, and I get it. Heck, I was just there on Sunday. But it was my faith. My faith that allowed for me to just check back in with myself and breathe and ground myself again and say, okay, I'm going to get through this. I don't know how. I don't have all the answers, but I'm going to get through this. And right now is the time for us to stand in our faith, to reconnect with our faith, whatever that may be for you. It's our responsibility, it's our task, and people are watching. People are looking for answers. People are looking for that connection. And so as I sat here about ready to do and was in the production of Not the News, I was like, man, I can do more. Like, how am I spending my time? This is fun. This is entertaining. But this right here, this is what's going to transform somebody's life. My prayer is that one person hears something that all of a sudden creates a shift in them. Not a shift in a life, in a mindset, but shift in your belief. Shift back into connecting with who you were designed to be. Tracy says you're bringing the news right now. Yeah. Like, this is the news. The news is, the time is to rise up. There are times that we can sit down. We can fall down. But we also have to get back up. Because people are watching. People are watching what we're doing. Like, this is our time. What I realize is that faith requires us to surrender. And surrender doesn't mean that you're losing everything, but surrender means that you're allowing your hands to be empty enough to be refueled. To have new possibility put in. Surrender allows for you to say, you know what? I'm going to release so that I can receive. I'm going to release so that I can receive. Some of us are walking around with so much stuff, so many lies, so many stories, so much hurt, so much stuff from the past that we don't have space to receive. And surrender is just letting go. To saying, I can't control this. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to stand in my faith. I'm going to have faith that there is an answer, that I'm going to learn something from this. Like, shifting how we're looking at this experience right now. You know, when I look at what the risks are, people are, I'm going to show you this. This is what I was writing down. And when I wrote this, I was like, whoa. Like, people right now are feeling hopeless and allowing themselves to spiral into depression. People are, the amount of alcohol that people are drinking now, don't get me wrong, I like a drink every once in a while. But the amount of alcohol that people are drinking to numb their feelings, to numb themselves so they don't have to feel. Alcohol is a spirit. That's why they call it spirits. It's a spirit. What are you feeding yourself right now? And I'm not here to say don't drink. Because, look, I got me some alcohol over there and I'm going to have some wine. Don't judge. It's going to be red wine and it's chilled. Don't judge. But I'm going to be having me some later on. But people are doing this in excess right now because they're trying to manage this experience. The suicide rates right now are staggering. Listen, before this even happened, I say BC, not before Christ, but before Corona. Before that, the suicide rates were double what it was before or during the time of World War II. Imagine what they're at now. The amount of fights that couples are having, breakdowns in families. I was just reading a report about the domestic violence and emotional violence. That doesn't always get reported. how we can be violent with our voice, even violent with our silent actions, ignoring people in our home, ignoring people that are reaching out for help. Like, nobody's talking about this. The children and teens that are confused. They're like, what's going on? Why don't I have school? Why can't I go to my prom? And us as parents, us as adults, us as leaders don't always have all the answers. And so all we can say is, well, here's what I know right now. And the reality is, the truth is, tomorrow that may change. California here, we just got told again, it was going to be until the end of May or the end of April, and now they're looking at continuing quarantine till May. What? Who knows? It could be longer. We don't know. Imagine what it's like for a child who's used to their schedule and their routine. There's such a confusion that's going on. More people are checking out because they don't know. Dreams are not only being put on hold, but they're being given up on. Like, people are just saying, deuces, I'm done. So as I was doing this, I felt, wow, like I have a responsibility. I can't let this happen knowing that I did nothing. I can bring you some laughs. I can bring you not the news, and I'm going to. Because this right here is fun. This for me is my joy. This for me is the future. I don't know what that show's going to look like, but I just know from a very small age I was designed to have my own TV show. It may be not the news, it may be something else. But I know that I'm going to use my platform to make a difference. I lived too much of my life hiding. Faith has been a really interesting journey for me. I grew up in a Christian home, Christian background, and grew up in the church. I went to my elementary school was a Christian elementary school, and man, some of the best times being a kid. But there was also this dark side to it. Because what I found so much joy in and where I felt love at, I also felt judgment in. All of my actions that I was taking, the actions that I wasn't taking, I felt judged. See, growing up, I was told that being gay was wrong. Being gay meant that I was a sinner and I was going to hell. There are people that believe that, and if that's your belief, that's your belief. I don't believe I'm going to hell because I'm gay, because of who I love. I serve a God of love. My God loves. I serve a God that walked with prostitutes and homeless and crippled and served them, sat there with them, fed them. How is it that if I love somebody, that's wrong? And so for a while I had to step away from what I was being taught and what I was being told. And I completely took everything away and was like, you know what? I don't want anything to do with this. If this is the God that you serve, if this is the way He is, then psh. But what I realized is that God has never left me. Even when I veered off, even when I went down a different path, even the times that I sacrificed and made choices that I knew were going against who I am, against my own integrity, He was still there. He was still loving on me. I sit back sometimes and look at what he does and what he's doing in my life, and I'm like, wow. Wow, God, is this for real? And he's a little sarcastic with me at times. Like, I know he's sitting up there being like, I've been waiting for you. It's like, I don't know why you're so surprised. I've been waiting for you. And so I had to go on a journey of getting back to me, connecting back to my spirituality, connecting back to God and saying, you know what? I surrender. 6.5 years of my life, I was using crystal meth, drinking, going out, partying, sleeping around, looking for love in all the wrong places. I got to a place that I was 5'10", 125 pounds. My face was all sucked in. In my head, I thought I looked good. And I saw myself in the mirror one day. And I heard a voice that said, this is not who you are. Matter of fact, it said very, very differently than the way I said it. It said, this is not who you are. And I fell down on my knees and I just prayed. I was mad. I was so mad. I was like, God, why would you let me go through all of that? Why would you have me experience all that I've experienced and move so far away? And I realized that I had to make the choice to come back to faith. And I pray, God, if you're there, I just ask for you to help me. And that began my journey. The journey to get to where I'm at right now. And so I'm committed. I'm committed to taking a stand and claiming my victory. Claiming my victory in my life, claiming my victory in faith. And I can claim victory even in the unknown because of my faith. And I invite you to claim yours. I invite you to stand in your faith, whatever that may be. To take your stand. To say, I don't know, I don't have all the answers, but you know what? Gosh darn it, I claim victory. And if you're ready, type in the chat right now. I want to see you guys type in the chat. I claim victory. I love it. OT says, I'm taking it with you. I claim victory. Yes. Yes. Like, claim your victory right now. We don't have to have all the answers. We don't have to know exactly where it's going to go, but you do have to say it. I love it. I claim victory. Type it in the chat. I claim victory. Say it out loud. Shout it out. Let your neighbors, I claim victory! Let the world know. Give the world notice. I know I am. There you go, Jason. I claim victory. There you go, Stacy. Yes. Cody, yes. Brisa, yes. Like, claim your victory right now. Put the world on notice. Put this enemy, this virus. See, I believe that we're in a spiritual war. Brenda, yes. We're not just fighting this virus, this germ. We're fighting a spiritual war. And guess what? I'm claiming victory over it. There's going to be some bumps, there's going to be some fall downs, but damn it, I'm going to get back up. Jerlene, I claim victory. I see it. Yes. I'm going to get back up, and I'm going to get back up sooner, quicker, faster, and more powerful than when I fell down. Why? Because I'm claiming my victory today. How you doing, Brenda? Glad you're here. Like, I'm claiming victory. I'm claiming victory over this virus. I'm claiming victory over my life. I'm claiming victory over your life. Why? Because I have faith. I have faith. And I invite you to look at your faith. Yes, Brenda. Brenda says, I claim victory. want to show you guys some of the writings that I did here. Of just some of the getting back to me. What I realize and what I know true is that Matt is love. And I love because I serve a God of love and I have faith in God's love for me. I believe that we are equal with different experiences, and it gives us, some of us have more or less access because of those experiences. I believe that right now we need our faith more than ever. Like right now we have to fight. And we are fighters. Here's the thing, we've been fighting all our lives. For some of us, we've been fighting really hard, and for others, we haven't had to fight so much. But we're already fighters. And there's so much that we get to fight for. Our faith requires us to surrender. And when we surrender, when we come empty, we have to decide, what do we want to pick up? Like, what serves us? What beliefs serves us? And what doesn't serve us anymore? What are the stories that we need to release? I believe that this moment and this experience is giving me clarity of who I am and what I stand for. And so I started asking my questions. What does faith mean to me? Where does faith lie? Like, where does my faith lie? And what am I doing right now to strengthen my lie? How am I showing my faith? And then right there, when I got there, I was like, bam. The word victory just kept coming up. Right now, I ended this part of my writing with, I only have time for what's real right now. I don't have time to buy into all of the media hype that's going on. There's some truth, and I need to stay educated. I need to be smart about where I go, how I handle things, how I move forward. But I also need to know, what am I feeding myself? What news sources? Where am I getting my information? Whose posts am I reading? I don't want to see all the stuff, the conspiracy theories and all of that in there. I'm not buying into all of that. I'm going to educate myself. But I'm going to choose to claim victory. It's not doomsday for me. And I pray that it's not doomsday for you. But that's a choice that you have to make. You have to choose to stand in your faith. You have to move in your faith. You have to get up in your faith. You have to go to sleep in your faith. Whatever that is for you. People need to see you living in your faith. Right now, more than ever. It brought me to think of like NASCAR. You know, you think of like a NASCAR driver and somebody, you know, that's training. You know, the first thing that a NASCAR driver has to do is, one, get familiar with their vehicle. Know the parts. Know how their engine works. I'm not a big NASCAR guy. I've only gone to 3 NASCARs. But they have to get familiar with their vehicle. They have to get familiar with what are they operating with. And so right now, you need to be spending this time, if you haven't already, checking in with you. Who are you? What do you believe? What are you feeding yourself? What books are you reading? What TVs are you doing? What music are you listening to? When I'm in my creative space, I'm listening to gospel music. I'm listening to inspirational messages. Because I'm feeding my soul right now. I'm feeding my faith. There are things that I hear in a song and I'm like, oh, yes. I needed that message right now. That's how I got to victory, because I kept saying the word victory, and then all of a sudden the word victory was playing in these songs, and I was like, yeah, that's it. Like, that's what I need to do. I need to claim my victory over this right now. So you need to get familiar. Connect with yourself. What do you believe? Don't have beliefs, and what works for you? we can have a conversation. Like, where are you? You know, a NASCAR driver goes and goes around the course over and over again. So they get a feel for the track before the big race. We've been running around in circles on that track for a long time. And now we're in the race. And even in the midst of a race, a car, a vehicle, a driver has to go into the pit stop. They have to take a pit stop during the race. And when they go into the pit stop, they remove the tires that have been rolling and put on brand new tires. They get refueled. Anything that's not operating right, they get it fixed. So if you're feeling down, if you're feeling sad, if you're feeling depressed, just think of it as you're in your pit stop right now. Who's your pit crew? Who are the people that are feeding you? Who are the people that are fixing you? Who are the people that are giving you the tools to move forward? Who are the people that are going through and saying, you're going to get through this, and here's how I got through it? Who are the people that are saying, let's go through this together? Aloha, Shar. Man, I wish I was quarantined in Hawaii right now. Like, who's your pit crew? Your fall down and get back up when you go into that pit. Don't think of it. Look, we say, I'm in the pits right now. Well, great. That's a positive thing. Because you're being given the opportunity to restore. You're being given the opportunity to make some adjustments. You're being given the opportunity to adjust the valves. You're being given the opportunity to say, you know what, I need a new pair of tires. This path that I've been walking on doesn't work anymore. It's time to change. And then get back out in the race. The race is not over when they go into the pits. When they make a pit stop, it's not over. And they don't look at it as being over. Like, you should be excited to be able to go into your pit stop for a moment. And be like, boom, I'm going to go make some adjustments and get back out there. Get back in the race. Get back on the track. Amen. I hear you. I see you. This is our time. Know where you are. Are you running the race? Right now in this situation, are you feeling like, man, I'm in the pits? Great, you're in your pit stop. What do you need? Who's your pit crew? Who's feeding you? What information are you getting? Like, this is the time to make a change. This is the time to say, you know what? The community that I am in, I've outgrown. I'm complete with this group. It's time to move forward. It's time to bring in a new set of community. It's a time to bring in a new team to provide, to give me direction, to encourage. Or if you look around and you're like, no, I'm good. I've got one of the badassest crews in the world. Excuse my language. Then keep them and move forward. Ask for support. What do you need? The sentence, I need support in. I had to call a friend and be like, listen, I need help. And that's all I could say at the moment. Yes, I received that. Odie said, I'm so into this video right now. Amen. Amen. So I just wanted to stop by. Jason says, man, 38 years old and I finally found my pit crew. Boom. Welcome home. Welcome home. So listen, I'm going to be doing some more conversations because I realize that my responsibility and what God has put in my heart for a long time is to have this conversation. I understand that it's going to make some people uncomfortable, and I'm okay with that because I'm more committed to transforming people's lives. I'm more committed to making sure that what's on that list right there doesn't happen to other people. I'll be damned if I'm going to find out that somebody committed suicide and I had something that I could have changed. I'm questioning the times that I'm like sitting there and I'm like, man, I'm tired, but no. I have to get up. I have to go through and get on the phone with people. There are times that I don't want to talk to people. There are times that I don't want to adult. But I'll be damned if I find out later on that one person that I decided to push off or say, you know what, can we reschedule? Does something or has a moment where I could have shifted what happened. Yolanda says, let's go. Yes. Like right now is our time. Take your break, get in the pit, and then get out. If you're sitting there waiting for somebody to give you an invitation, here's your damn invitation. Let's do it. Like right now is the time. If you've been running from yourself, well, guess what? You're quarantined with yourself. Do the work. Push through right now. Have the ugly cry with yourself. If you're with family, go to the other room. Go to the bathroom. Like, do the work right now so that we can come out of this more powerful. We have our responsibility. We're ordained for victory. Type that in the chat. I'm ordained for victory. I'm ordained for victory. You're ordained for victory. Everybody who's watching this replay, you're ordained for victory. But you have to claim it first. That requires you to do the work. Yes. I see you starting to type it in. I love it. I'm ordained for victory. So I didn't mean to go on a soapbox, but my heart was heavy. And I realized that as much as I've been doing, I could do more. I love it. Dalzinia, I'm ordained for victory. Kim, I'm ordained for victory. Shar, yes. Orshika, yes. Yes. You got it, Titi. You got it. Loretta, yes. Stacy, yes. Like, it's our time. It's our time to claim our victory. To move forward and to make an impact. I can do more. You can do more. And somebody that was on that list, somebody that you know, somebody that you're connected to is on that list. It's our job to serve them. It's our time to claim our victory. So, with that, I'm going to be making a couple changes to Not the News. Not the News is now going to be done every 2 weeks. So I have 2 shows a month. One, because I want to invite you guys to be a part of it as well. So if you would like to be considered and send in a video, something funny of yourself giving a report or being one of our correspondents, you can go to notthenewstv.com. notthenewstv.com. Somebody, if you can type that in the chat and sign up there. Let me know if you want to be on our newsletter and just find out about new episodes or past episodes, or how you can submit a video and be a part of the show. Because the show's format is going to be changing just a little bit to invite you guys and to make more space for you guys to be a part of that conversation. And we'll be doing that now twice a week. And then Mornings with Matt are going to be Monday through Thursdays. Every morning. Before it was 3 days a week, now I'm going to go to 4 days a week. And I want to be having some conversations like this. I realize that as I go through this journey, there are things that I'm learning. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that I know the way. But I invite you to go on the journey with me. Like, let's listen to each other. Like, let's grow with each other. Let's celebrate each other. Let's hear each other's stories more. Yeah, Stephanie, it's our time. No more hiding. No more hiding. So I want you to know I appreciate you. I love you. I honestly didn't mean to rant, but it's what's on my heart. And I can only be me. And you can only be you. But together we can claim our victory. Together. And celebrate each other along the way. So, I am going to continue doing my work. I also actually, I want to invite you guys, something that I really haven't done. Shar says, I am with you on this 100%. Shar, I appreciate you. I love you. I want to invite you guys, if you want to connect, if you're just saying, hey Matt, can we talk? I want to I've opened up my calendar to do like just a 15-minute connection. And just, it can be a, how you doing? I just want to hear your voice. I just need an ear. Could be, how do we play together? Like, let's just talk. Let's just connect. So if that's you, if you want to go to bit.ly, I have a link that you guys can go to. It's bit.ly, bit.ly/123 victory. 123 victory. And that actually is going to be a beta program that I'm going to put together. It's kind of a group coaching. I'll tell you more about it later just because I don't have all the details, because I'm creating what I need right now. And that includes community. That includes being with a group of people to say, hey, let's continue the work. Let's work on this week. Let's focus on this area of my faith and my spirituality, my journey. Let's work on this the next week. And then be able to get together. To learn from each other, to mastermind. Thank you, Orshika. Like, let's mastermind together. Let's connect. Let's bring in some other people that have been on this journey as well, that know some stuff. Like, let's go on this together. And so I'm creating a program. It's called 123 Victory. Again, I don't have all the details, and I'm not going to talk about it here because I don't really know. But when we have our conversation, I can tell you a little bit more about it, because tonight I'm going back into it. This right here is kind of the outline of it, of what I see. And all I'm doing is, what do I need? What are the steps that I've been taking in this journey? And I want to invite you to be a part of that as well. So you can go to that link, bit.ly/123 victory. Sign up. When you get the email, the follow-up email that'll come with it, it'll have the link to my calendar. So even if you're not interested in the program, you don't want to even know about that, but you just want to talk, boom. Let's talk, let's connect for 15 minutes. So I appreciate you guys. I promise you. Nope, I don't promise. I may rant again another time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being connected. Thank you for allowing me to share my journey. The good, the bad, the ugly. What I'm committed to doing is no longer hiding. No longer feeling like I have to do to be seen, but standing in my own power. Claiming my victory. Unapologetically. And for some, you're going to love it, and for some, you're going to be like, oh, that don't matter. It's our time. It's my time. I found a deeper level of my voice. And it's time to be heard. I love you, I appreciate you, and I truly am grateful for you. However we met, whether it was back when I was in elementary school, high school, college, work, wherever it was, thank you for allowing me to step into your space. Thank you for allowing me to pray for you, to be there to support you, and thank you for allowing me to receive your love. Atlanta, Georgia. ATL, baby. I love it. I'm really grateful for the journey. I'm grateful for where God's taking me. I'm even more excited about where He's taking us. We got work to do. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Remember, I am your brother in this journey. And I see you and I celebrate you. I'll catch you next week. Have a good weekend. Happy Easter. It's the rise. Let's rise up. Let's rise up. Bye, guys.